In today's 26 minutes Dakar, Peder Hansel was in fine form today, but will it be enough to capture the overall? The first major stage for the bikes, and they are flying at 200 kilometers an hour. We go inside and on board with some of our leading contenders during this 300 kilometer stage. And in Dakar People, we talked to Mathieu Legrive about the extraordinary lengths he had to go to enter this Dakar. While in Dakar Legend, we take a trip with Terry Sabine on the very first reconnaissance, Dakar number 2. All the news, all the action on this all-new 26 minutes Dakar, Santa Rosa de la Pampa to San Rafael. The bikes have left Mar del Plata, and the first stage has been marked by the domination of Checo Lopez. An unexpected win for the Chilean, who survived the hardest crash of his career in May in Tunisia. This year there's a revenge on my life, and today I won it. The revenge is on my accident, of course. I won the stage, it's personal revenge. Only 14 seconds behind Lopez, Marc Coma is in the position of the favourite of the race, where his rival Cyril Desprez was very shy and discreet. Only 13th, 1 minute and 48 seconds behind. The Dakar will not be won here. Every kilometre, every special test, every stage, you have to be careful. With Cyril Desprez taking it too easy, or was a Frenchman playing a different strategy to Coma? Competitors will have completed over 1,000 kilometres by the time they start stage 2, a loop round Mount Nevada and a scoot through the volcano sands. After a short special yesterday, time for more serious business in the bikers. It'll be a hot stage for the riders, preparing for the start. And even more difficult for David Castor, a Frenchman stung by an insect. In 2009, it happened as well, so I'm really suffering. I don't know what it is, but I've had fever all night and I'm not really feeling that great. Meanwhile, no such problems for Marc Coma. The stage is almost 300 kilometres with some really difficult dunes, so now the rally has really started. Tense moments then before a start of a long day on the bike.
Full gas, Jack.
First man to take off on course was Francisco Lopez. Almost surprised to have won the opening stage of the rally, the Chilean was to open the way for the other favourites chasing. It was a very hard task, and the Aprilia rider eventually lost time on his overall leadership. Only 2 minutes behind Checo, Marc Coma was in the hunting position. Flying on his KTM 450, he eventually caught up with the Chilean. But would he manage to clock the best time and capture the first, especially in 2012? The answer was yes. Coma clinched his 12th special win of Dakar. A very fast first part today, and lots of wind actually. The bike suffered a little, then came the dunes. I caught up with Checo, avoiding navigational mistakes, which was really good, so I'm happy with my stage. After a poor first special admitting he had taken it too easy, Cyril Desprez took off in 12th position. He certainly looked more aggressive. At the max speeds of 160 kilometres an hour, the Frenchman was flying, catching up with his opponents one after another. He indeed clocked the best time in CP1 halfway through the special, but eventually had to settle for second spot, losing over a minute to his main rival Coma. The nice surprise of the day was for Spaniard Juan Barrera Port on his Husqvarna. On only his second Dakar, and after quitting after 3 stages last year, the man from Castellón captured a fine 3rd position. The motocross and enduro specialist finished best Husqvarna rider and is now 5th overall. And another solid day for Kuba Prugonski. The Polish KTM rider managed the same performance as yesterday, a 5th position. In contention for the overall podium spot, he's certainly showing some great riding and moves up to 4th overall. Incredibly, despite his swollen eye, and after being stung by an insect, David Castor had a fairly good day. He took his new Yamaha 450 to a good 6th spot, and that was considering it was hard to focus, with just one eye working. It was super fast at the beginning, but at the end, I really needed my 2 eyes to see properly.
Pour voir la spéciale, parce que c'était vraiment pas facile.
This stage 2 was another learning experience for Quinn Cody. It first started with a puncture during the liaison, but it only got worse for the American. He just made it on time for the start of the special, but then more problems in the stage.
It was a rough day. Pretty much everything that could have gone wrong went wrong. My fuel pump started going out and the bike started cutting out, and I messed with it and ended up finally figuring out that it was a fuel pump, and bypassed it and was able to get it to run and get to the finish. But it was tough.
Third yesterday, Argentine Honda rider Xavier Pizzolito had to settle for 8th spot today. And so the stage results: Coma Desprez, Laredo Bort, Lopez and Prugonski, the Polish rider, in 5th spot. Overall, Coma leads Lopez with Desprez now in 3rd position and the Polish rider in 4th. After all, it seems yesterday wasn't a surprise. Uruguay's Sergio Lafuente confirmed his victory yesterday by capturing a 2nd straight special today. He dominated the overall standings, really impressive, knowing that Lafuente competed in 2 Olympic Games and his discipline was weightlifting as well. Second today was title holder Alessandro Patronelli. The Argentinian finished 4 minutes adrift, and that just shows how impressive Lafuente's performance really was. Another Argentinian rider, and also on a Yamaha, Thomas Maffei clocks the 3rd best time, while 2010 Marcus Patronelli had to settle for 4th. Stefan Pederhansel was in a hunting mood, but coming next, would he take stage victory?
Attention, danger du